What's up everybody, this is Boywithafishtank, and today I'm bringing you an update on my Nano Reef tank. And first of all, let's get over the most important update of this tank, because this is probably what most people are going to rage about. Alright, the yellow tank, and you guys are going to be like, Jesus, what are you thinking about, kid? Like, why would you put a tank in such a small tank? That actually sounds pretty funny. But okay, listen guys, so first of all, this is my favorite fish. I can't deny that. Like, this fish is just awesome. As well as that, when this guy gets bigger, he's of course going to go out. I'm not going to keep this guy forever. I'm going to keep this fish for max a couple of months. He's a bit stressed out now because I sit in front of the aquarium. That's kind of weird. I try to sit as still as possible, and he will swim around calmly. And he's just awesome. There's actually a little sea star falling off there. That was kind of cool. But yeah, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about this fish, so you guys are 100% sure that he's okay, and all these different things. So I've had this guy for what, 4 or 5 days now, and yeah, he has been doing really well. Like, when I just put him in, he was used to a very small tank, one that was probably like 10 gallons or something. So my tank is double the size of that. So he was really happy when he got into this tank. He was swimming around, and he was just like, when he came into my tank, he just directly started eating, which was just awesome to see, you know. He began picking at the rocks and things like that, and he ate some, I actually fed him some brine shrimp, and he actually liked that. I don't know why he ate those brine shrimp. He has been eating seaweed as well, a little bit of seaweed. He rather wants the green ones, but that's kind of weird. Anyway, he's doing really well. He didn't have any aggression problems with my damsel. He didn't have any aggression problems with my wrasse or my clownfishes. He was just doing really well. So he's going to go out. It's only temporary. He's going to go out at some point. After some couple of months, he's going to go out, because these guys get really big and they need a lot of swimming space and things like that. And I hope you guys know that I couldn't even dream of doing any sort of animal cruelty. That is just horrible. I hate it. Anyway, so yeah, you got the update on that little guy. I'm probably going to get some dislikes. I accept that, and you know, that's just how it is. But I'm sure this guy's okay and things like that. So yeah, he has been in here for what, I think 4 days now, as I said. And he has been doing really well, no diseases, nothing, so that's really nice. He has actually found a lot of hiding spots as well. Why is he swimming around like that? It's like, whenever I sit in front of my tank, he always begins to do that. I think that's actually a sign of stress, because when yellow tanks get stressed, or any sort of tank gets stressed, they'll like begin to get those swimming motions, like they'll swim really fast, just quickly and things like that. That is typically a sign of stress, and I think that's because I'm sitting here in front of the tank. He never really likes when I go in front of the tank. He isn't really used to me, so, but you can see right there. But I swear, when I'm not sitting in front of the tank, he's just swimming around calmly. He actually keeps himself mostly at the right and left side of my tank. He tries to avoid the clownfish, even though they haven't really nipped at him or anything like that. As well as that, the torch coral that I got right here, that is really sad actually. I'm going to get a new coral instead of this one, because it was opened up for the first 2 days I had it, and I got it at the same time as I got my yellow tank. But then these heads just began dying out right here. They just began dying out. And I don't know why, I really don't know why, and it's really sad, but it can be something that was wrong with the coral from the beginning. But this head is doing fine, so I'm kind of confused actually. But you know, this tank is just, what are you doing? And by the way, I'm probably going to tell you guys the size of this guy. You guys need to know that. He's probably, he's not very big. He's probably like maybe 4 or 5 centimeters tall, about 3 or 4 centimeters wide. So he's not really that big, but he will get bigger really quickly, and of course he's going to go out. I'm just going to trade him for another fish when I get the option. So yeah, but he's doing really well. He's eating a lot, and that's really nice to see. He loves to graze on all the algae in my tank, so that's kind of cool. Why does he swim like that? I'm actually kind of confused about that, because he didn't do that when I just sat in front of the tank right before, but apparently he's a little bit scared now. Like, any quick movements and he'll be gone, like, immediately. But yeah, so I try to keep my camera pretty still here, but yeah, the rest of the torch call seems to be doing alright, I guess. But why does this yellow tank go in front of everything I film? That's real annoying, go away. But like, it's doing really well, like, no problems at the other head, but the rest of the heads just died out. It's really, really sad. And I actually got a little bit depressed, I'm not going to lie. I hate when my calls die. I've actually never tried, you know, I've had a SPS Acropora call that died. You know, I had to try it, I had to see what my tank could keep, and it died off. But that's the only call that I've had that died off. Then it's this one, and that's my second call that I've died. I've never had any other calls dying, so... And I also got this this Hyder Corelia Nano 900 pump for some extra water flow in my tank. It really gives a little bit of surface agitation, which is great. I didn't really have a lot of surface agitation at the start. Gives a little bit more water current for my frog spawn. As well for my green star polyps and my Duncan coral. I actually moved my Duncan coral up here, and my Claggy doesn't seem to mind it anymore. So it's doing a lot better. It's opening out its heads like crazy. It's spreading as much as it did once. So that's awesome. This Kenya tree, you guys probably saw this Kenya tree for what, a week ago or something, and it has just grown like crazy. This one as well, and there's the... Oh, I'm not going to try to stress your tank. I'm sorry, man. Oh, here we go. Down there. That is my Kenya tree, other Kenya tree that fell off. That one is growing in a different form because it's growing in a different part of the tank, but it's kind of cool. It's growing fine. And then there's another piece in there. I guess you can see the branches of it down there, but it fell off like for 2 days ago, and I haven't been able to anchor it anywhere, so it just put itself down in that cave. Maybe there'll be a new Kenya tree sticking out of that hole at some point. Yeah, he's picking at some algae back there. Go pick at them, buddy. Actually, when I just got him, he seemed pretty thin, but he got a lot more stomach now, so that's really nice. It's nice to see that, you know, his belly is expanding. He has no problems. He really loves, like, he actually likes Meister shrimp as well. He eats all the frozen foods that I give him, so that's kind of cool. I really needed some yellow color in here, and I just couldn't resist, like, but I promise, guys, I'm going to get him out. I actually feel so bad right now, because I know you guys are going to be like, oh my god, you're so stupid, Boywithafishtank, but, you know, I'm sure this guy is okay, and I would never dream of doing any animal cruelty, okay? So if he's going to have any signs of, you know, severe stress or anything like that, he's going to go out immediately, I promise. So I hope you guys understand that, because this guy is just awesome. Just look at him. So I'll see if I would give it to a store. I would actually be more, I would feel myself more secure if I actually gave it to a guy with a 75 gallon tank or something. But there's not a lot of people around my area with aquarium. That guy just pooped. Anyway, there's not a lot of people with saltwater tanks in my area, and I live way out in the country, and it's actually a long drive before I can go get any fish. But so if I can get the chance to sell him to somebody with a big aquarium, I'll definitely do that. But he's a little bit calm now. He's a little bit more calm than before. He was really, really stressed before. I don't know why. He often doesn't like when I sit in front of the tank, so he usually just swims around like that, like just calmly goes look around all the rocks. You know, he just swims around and chills. That's really all he does. He doesn't seem stressed. He seems very happy. He eats a lot, so that's a good sign. And yeah, he's just doing fine. And on the other fish, the claggy clownfish are doing really well too. No problems there. the damselfish. He has been digging some sand like crazy. Like if you see this rock right here, that just collapsed because he basically dug a big hole under there. I don't know why. Look at that. That's what I mean. He like bashes his tail around and things like that. It's really annoying. But he's doing fine. My 6-line wrasse is doing very well too. He hasn't shown any signs of aggression. He just swims around, you know, glides around the water, just chills. He eats a lot of mysis right now, so he gets a really fat belly, so that's nice. Yeah, so that's basically all I can tell you guys about this tank for now. And yeah, if you have any questions about the tank or anything like that, just put it in the comments. I'll give you guys a good explanation. You know, I'll give you some more updates on him and how he's doing and all these things, like all of this stuff, and I'll make sure that he doesn't feel stressed at all. So yeah. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, see you guys in another video.